So, anyways, that's probably a lighter way of starting our podcast because I know Phil's going to throw me something heavy and hard.
I'm not, Mike. Well,
okay.
I guess it is heavy. Some people say it's 135 pounds. Mike,
oh God.
At a Brooklyn, listen, I sent you the
no, I'm laughing.
Like,
oh boy.
At a Brooklyn campaign stop on August 23rd, mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani went viral after struggling to bench press 135 pounds at a Men's Day event, needing full help from a spotter. Mamdani later called it a team effort, but critics like Mayor Eric Adams and Andrew Cuomo pounced, mocking him as "ma'am scrawny" and questioning his strength to lead the city. Mike, does a moment like this actually hurt a political campaign, or is it just social media noise?
Oh gosh. You gotta love where politics has gone nowadays. You just gotta, I mean, well, let's put it this way. It's being very nice saying that he attempted to lift 135 pounds and had some help. I wouldn't call that help. I would say that his spotter did 100% of the work. It's pretty embarrassing, quite frankly. But, well, let's put it this way. It's not embarrassing so much that he can't do it. It's embarrassing, to me anyways, that you would try it in front of all those people, obviously knowing that you couldn't do it. Right? I mean,
well, it demonstrated to me that he didn't know that he ain't ever sat on a bench and lifted weights ever. Well, he didn't have an idea of what he was. He probably looked at that barbell and it didn't look heavy to him because he ain't ever lifted weights.
And you're probably right on that, Phil. But I think that I mean, he did make a comment, something about it was a team effort, something like that. And it's like, yeah, I mean, that just plays into that 80-20 rule where you're on the 20% losing side, where you're going to get a participation trophy because you attempted to do it. And I think we're all over that at this point. Nobody wants that anymore. We want to get back to like, okay, let's give a trophy to the first, second, and third place that actually accomplished what they were doing, and not just because everybody stood in the room. So that's my saying on that. But I don't know where that race is going to go in New York. To be honest with you, I mean, you're dealing with the three names you just mentioned: Mamdani, Cuomo, and Adams, are all like got a whole mess of skeletons in the closet.
Right.
All three of them.
So the way I look at this, Mike, I have two different thoughts about this weightlifting incident with him. The very first one, I'm a numbers guy, Mike, and I lifted weights for a majority of my life. That was not no 135 pounds.
No.
Those look like 25 pounders. So that's 105 pounds.
Yeah, we're going to say, I think they were 105. I think somebody else said that online.
They've been saying 35 pounds, but they're not 35 pounds because if you look at them, they've got these huge cutouts.
Yeah.
Huge ones, not like little small ones you can put your hand in. Those were 25s. They were thin and small in circumference. So I'm putting, first of all, it wasn't even 135 pounds. Staying on that point for a second, I have been a member of health clubs almost all my life, and I have seen many women lift 135 pounds in their very first try ever lifting weights. So so those who don't understand how easy a task, I can curl 135 pounds, and I'm not strong, Mike. I'm not in shape, and I'm an old man. And this dude is 30 years old. Yeah. The average blue collar dude that's 60 years old can curl 130 pounds.
Let's put him up against Robert Kennedy.
So here's the next thing with me, Mike. People are kind of blowing off about, they're trying to make it like it's just makes him look bad, but I believe it's a little deeper than that, Mike. Men judge men through their physicality. It's been like that forever. Even if it's a something that requires mental capacity, when we're looking for a leader, we generally subconsciously also add in the recipe of what's their physicality, what's their presence, and things like that. It's not bothering me in that way, but there are going to be a lot of middle class men, a lot of just men who will see a guy who can't lift 135 pounds and they cannot look past that as a person being their leader. One of the reasons why Trump at his late age is accepted is he's a big guy. Almost every time he takes a picture with somebody, he's the tall dude.
Mm-hmm.
It creeps into our thought process no matter how cerebral we are about it. That's
Agreed.
my opinion.
Yep.
So I think this really hits him bad and worse than people are admitting to. Because
I think he's got a long way to go to win there.
They're just like there are men who will say, I would never vote for a woman. There are absolutely men that are of the same mentality. I would never vote for a dude that can't lift 135 pounds.
Yep.
And I kind of feel that way not because of the actual task, but it is also indicative of, so you never really had a hard day's work.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I don't need you to have worked hard all your life, but I need you to be able to sympathize with the working man as a leader of all of the people. You know, that's why I thought it was such a big deal when Trump did the thing on the campaign trail where he worked in a McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
People want to see that.
Yeah, even if it's staged.
Yes.
Yeah. Agreed.
The thing was, when he was in that working environment, people were like, he don't seem like he uncomfortable in that environment. That's what they're looking for more so than that. And he absolutely looked like he wasn't comfortable with weights.
No.